Pharaoh, whether it's with rapid fire or not. He'll use a Razorback even. We've seen some crazy stuff out of him, and now going to get into the ban and protect between these two teams.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, I've seen him rock like an XR2 overkill VMP in some of these matches.
In Respawn, yeah.
He's willing to use really anything, and like you said, the difference maker I saw for him was really the Pharaoh, because usually you see the Vesper and the VMP going if you're targeting a sub player. He's been crushing with that Pharaoh without rapid fire has been the big thing, like you said. But you'll see first two up, looks like they're targeting rifles, Matt.
Well, it's interesting, right? Both of these teams weighted down to basically the wire there, and you're going to see the M8 and the Shiva go early. You're seeing the AR player start to get taken out here. And this is interesting because you have Octane, a guy who we've seen use multiple assault rifles. Do they try and get rid of another one? Okay, so high caliber's out.
Not shocked to see that go.
I wouldn't be surprised if Rise gets rid of another assault rifle. You see the Man of War go. I think the more they limit it, I think the better it is for Rise. You just take that M8 away from Clay. I think you put the game in your advantage.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they want to make this a more sub-heavy game. But, you still have Attach, one of the best subs through Advanced Warfare. You have Zooma, who's an incredible sub player. But you've seen them rocking, be very comfortable with rifles as well, especially Zooma. You've seen what he can do with that M8.
There it is.
Vesper, yeah, what it was, 99% of the matches it was banned in the qualifier.
Well, these are two teams that aren't afraid to play with the Vesper. We've seen, Slacked, I see in a lot of Vates lobbies. He'll just kind of throw it out there, be like, hey, guys, you want to protect the Vesper this game? But you see flashbangs go. Those things are dangerous, man. I've gotten hit with a bunch of those online, and your screen is just so disoriented. I think they're almost better than concussion.
I was going to say, when the game first came out, it was concussion first, concussion first. When you're talking about bans.
Now you see flashes more.
Exactly. Now we've seen it kind of shift over to flashbang. And like I said, it's still early in the cycle of the game. It's only been out a couple months. Players still figuring stuff out, but you do see the concussion going to come last.
There at the end.
Is there anything really from that ban protect you think that's going to surprise you? Anything that really startled you there in that one?
I think rapid fire, that might be something where that gets rid of, maybe Classic opting to run the Pharaoh. I think that could have been one that you see him use on this map often. The longer sight lines, able to pick up kills with the SMG that way. So you see kinetic armor from both teams. You see a scythe from both teams. And then you see Slacked with a purifier. Interesting to see that one come in on Fringe. Such a long-range map. You don't really expect the purifier.
Going to be Fringe hardpoint. Let's kick things off with Zooma. We talked about this player in Advanced Warfare. He really came alive over the second half. Arguably the best player in the game. Let's see them get set up here for the first hardpoint map.
Yeah, he's going to be rocking an XR2. We see that time and time. On this map, when you see the M8 gone, the XR2, such a good choice.
And I think we are going to see a push here from Trax. You know how good this flank can be. If you're able to get in behind, nobody watching, you're really able to surprise your opponents. He's able to grab one. If he goes out, should find another. The shot's a little off there. Almost able to make a big play, but falls a little short. Let's get to Slack, though, coming through the respawns. He started out. He's 5-1 already, has his HC car as well.
I mean, pretty much couldn't get off to a better start here.
Nice shots.
If you're the guys on Rise Nation taking all this time, you want to just control Grandma for the extent of this map, Maven. I think that's where you're really going to see these battles come into play. Whether Clay can get that Grandma control for this Faze team, then I think they start to rack up points. But right now, see Rise doing such a great job as Loony picks up two, darts into the hill, able to get an RC car. And we see the RC often used now on respawn game modes. Usually it was something just for S&D. Now in Black Ops 3, we're starting to see it more. Loony trying to bring it in the hill, trying to get one. He's going to be able to pick up Enable with the RC. Loony on a tear right now, maybe in a 5-kill streak.
Yeah, he's on a 5. It was that 3-piece that broke the hard point to get those final couple seconds. Now he's coming in behind. There's 2 more. He's 8-2, 7 streak. He's got his lightning. Oh, Attach finally able to clean him up. We'll switch over to him as he's trying to come back alley here to contest at yard. One player across the tank.
But he doesn't have his teammates near him. I mean, Attach is over there ready to break, and his teammates just flooding into the hard point one by one. You see Classic laying an auto, picking up players. Slack just dives in the hard point. The guys on Rise doing such a better job at just trading these kills, Maven, here early. Faze really needs to get together, play more as a team, and make these pushes together.
All right, well, switching over, we're going to check out Classic here just for a bit, as he is 7-8 right now. We'll get that graphic for you guys fixed at the top. I know it's flipped right now. It is going to be Rise in the lead currently. We'll get that taken care of for you. But like you said, Rise doing
Octane, who is playing for Anchor, but it's going to be Slacked, picking one player up in the back, and now it's going to be Rise trying to push this through the front. But I like this play. You're going to see Attach on your screen, popping that kinetic armor, going to be able to take a little bit more shots from players coming into the hill, able to pick up one, and now you have Faze, Maven, taking the lead here early.
Yeah, I mean, the kinetic, he's in a good position to use it, but nobody actually really ends up pushing him. I think he would have probably grabbed that one. You like to use kinetic, because that can lead to 2, 3 pieces, really, to break or hold a hard point. Didn't really get to use it too effectively, but still able to hold some time. As we'll now take a look here. You're going to see Rise right now trying to push through Trax here.
And Trax is one you can't get a ton of time on, Maven. You know, once you get control of it, pretty much just getting those split spawns. And now you're going to see the hill contested. The lightning comes in from Loony, able to pick up 3. It's going to give control of the hill to Rise. Just a short period of time. This one pretty close. Scores still flip up top. We'll get that fixed for you guys in just a second. But you see Slack darting over the trains. Just some fantastic movement. And there you see the wall running come into play. And I've been a big fan of the wall running. I don't know about you.
Yeah, no, it's incredible. Yeah, first when I saw it, I was like, I don't really know how much I'm going to like this when I'm actually playing the game, or how much I'm going to like this with regards to viewing, just because, you know, there was a lot of new movement features added to Advanced Warfare, and we weren't really sure what to expect coming into this game, but it has become one of my favorite features. It's kind of hard to imagine Call of Duty without it right now. It's such a fun element. You can make so many crazy plays in all the game modes.
Yeah, and this is a little bit shocking, Maven. You have Faze coming out, taking this big early lead. We expected Rise to really come in, just take control of this game. And I think it's got a big reason to do. Octane 9-14 right now, not doing a great job with the AR, locking down those back spawns. You see Zooma with the XR2, gonna jump up top with the Scythe. Scythe, one of the better of the specialist guns. He's taken out right away though, so that is a big kill right there onto Zooma. He's able to get in that position, really pick up some kills with that Scythe. That could have gotten dangerous. Yeah,
he was on a 4 streak too and got shut down. So that was, that was a giant kill. You stop that. He's not able to pick up some extra kills, maybe get those kill streak rewards as well. Not able to continue it going. Big kill shutting down Zooma up top. There's 3:15 here on the clock. You see there still is, what, about a 10-point advantage right now for Faze. Not able to really pull away yet, but they've been in control really from the get-go.
And right now, all they need to do is just keep holding that Grandma. Right, they were able to hold Grandmas, keep control of that. They should be able to hold on to this, you know, slight lead they have right here. You're going to see Octane start rotating over towards Auto. This would be some big kills able to pick up. You see Classic on your screen, got 2 kills, popped this heat wave. Big break right there, and you know, Octane has that Scythe Maven. I think he opts to save this probably once the hill rotates towards Grandma.
And he is going to get taken down. That was Enable and Zooma flying in. Zooma has another 3-streak going. He's going to decide he wants to pop out the HC car. We'll see if he's able to hold here. He's just watching this front door. Is anyone going to push through? He gets the call from his teammates, so they're trying to come from the back. They're picking up all the kills that's needed, and he's just kind of scouting right now.
I love
getting as much information as he can. He's finally going to picking up one.
It's such a perfect play right there by Zooma. You know, him and Attach were able to break that hill. I believe it was Attach picking up 1. Zooma just flying and picking up 2. He's able to take an RC car out. How many times does that happen to you online? You see one flying out, you try to nail it with some shots, and this is big on rotation here. Octane takes out that Annihilator of Enable on the rotation, trying to get these spawns, and you're seeing Rise just going to set up for the next hill, not going to challenge Tin and Auto anymore. And Clay, he's got a big kill right here in that back silo area. If he's able to pick up that player, he would have got control of spawns for Faze. He's going to drop though, and Rise should be able to hold this one.
Yeah, it was Classic in a good position. You know, it was Clay trying to, like you said, he was trying to fight for that back area, but Classic though, coming out of L,
it seems like there's one player that snuck by though behind Grandma. That's Enable. He's just kind of baiting some players out right here. He's going to wait till his teammates get close enough, and he actually gets spotted. That's a huge kill. Octane doesn't pick that up, and Enable kills 1 or 2. They're able to control this hill, but he gets taken out. You see the Purifier coming in from Slack there, and this is the hill you definitely would like to see it be used.
Yeah, he's not going to get any pressure right now. You can see they're giving time for their teammates to spawn so they can push together. But right now, it almost looks like they're just setting up for the next hardpoint, and they're going to give them this time. They don't want to give the other team streaks right now. So
you give up on Grandma to set up for Trax, though?
That's what it kind of looked like, right? They were just setting up across mid-map. Are they going to try to push?
You're giving up a ton of time. I mean, this is a solid 20, 21 seconds here that it looks like the guys on Rise are going to be able to get, but
they didn't push for a good 15 or so. Now they try to take it with 10 seconds
Zooma
left.
Tries to come in at the end there. That's an odd play right there at Faze.
And now you let a player wrap all the way back from Barn. They're able to stop that as well. Loony's going to be popping mid-map as he's going to try to cruise over to Trax. There's still a couple players there on the side of Faze. They're going to be coming out of Grandma's that might be able to disrupt any kind of hold on Trax. And this is the contest hardpoint, right? You're never really able to get that much time, it seems. It's back and forth, as much as almost like a middle hardpoint would be. Let's see if anyone's able to lock it down, but it is Faze still, now with a 30-point advantage.
Well, if you can push out Trax like they're doing right now, you can take a ton of time. You see the spawns coming in from Rise Nation all the way by back alley. They're not able to get anywhere near the hill, and Faze has really broken this game open, Maven, on this hill. I'm actually shocked. You know, we've seen time and time again that teams will split spawn on this, not able to get control of it, but I think it was Attach who pushed out that far side by Grandma's, was able to spawn the guys on Rise Nation all the way in back alley, and that has given this Faze Clan team pretty much this entire hill.
This is one of the most dominant hills I've seen as far as tracks go. Like you said, it's because of split bombs that can be so difficult to hold, but they did an absolutely incredible job of locking that down, and they've pulled away to a 50-point advantage here. Let's switch over to Octane. Let's see if the guys of Rise can get anything done. He's 25 and 22. Doing a pretty solid job for his team, but they've got to pick up some time here. They're at risk of letting this one slip away.
Talked about how good Classic is. He's having a rough start here, man. 18 and 31, not what you expect out of him to kick things off here in the first map of the CWL. Got Octane going up top barn. He's going to get taken out by Attach, and this is a shocking performance from a Faze team that we didn't know what to expect. You see Zooma going off, playing great. In 35-23 on a 5 streak, make it a 6 streak. He's got full streaks, 2 minutes in the hill as well, Maven. Just having an overall great performance.
Yeah, and when we're talking about Zooma, I think he's had, what, 2 lightning strikes, 4 HC cars or so. Now he's got full streaks. We've just seen him. How many times have we seen that kind of 3, 4, 5 streak he's been able to pull up? It's not that he's massively positive. What is he? He's plus 11 right now, which is a solid game. It's the fact that he's been going on streaks, and that's what's been able to really help him go off here. I don't even know if he's going to need to use those, though, as he only needs 20 more points. We'll see how he's going to hold it.
Well, he's done some fantastic job breaking into those hills, especially, you know, running an assault rifle. He's did a nice job breaking this auto, and they were able to push all the way in to 10 and take out, that hill. And you see the Hellstorm coming in. Is he gonna be able to get, he's probably gonna be able to get one guy there, and he actually gets taken out by Slacked as the Hellstorm comes in. But Faze just 7 points away from taking game number 1.
I'll get eyes on with some of the Faze players here and see if they're able to close it out. It's going to be Zooma coming in from back alley. There's one player inside of 10. He's able to get time for just a moment before it's contested. Tries to catch one, pushing him from that B. Bomb site, not able to hold it down. It's not going to be a Enable and Clay. They're trying to pinch together here. They're going to get shut down. This is Rise trying to storm back. Like you said, only 7 points needed for Faze. Can Rise do the unthinkable here and make the comeback? But you'll see time coming in. Slack able to shut it down, able to hold it down, at least extend the game for just a couple of seconds. But that might be it, as Clay and crew will break back out.
We got a contest here, and no, never mind. It's going to be Zooma picking up 1. The hill's going to rotate over towards Grandma. This one's not over. Obviously, in Black Ops 3, somebody controls the hill. The time on the overall game does not run, so Rise, can they do the impossible, Maven? This would be an insane comeback.
Yeah, they got the 1 second they needed really to extend it to the next hard point here. You'll see Classic. He's up top. He's got the RK5, also the XR2 to go with it. He's got Octane there watching his back steps as well. If they can hold this, they'll be right back in it, really, but they did a horrible job at tracks the last
Well, I like the way Faze is playing it slow, getting control of spawns, waiting to push in as a team, but they're going to make a play here on the back stairs. All of the players of Faze just flooding in. Clay picks up 2. You're going to have Zooma get 1. The hill contested and able through the back. He's able to pick up that final kill, and you have Faze winning game number 8. You know, you just play pretty selfish, gets in some bad habits. You see Loony going to ban that overkill, start things off here. They're not too shocked out of that. We see overkill used pretty much all the time by those snipers. Now going to have to go with one of the pistols in the back pocket. You see the Vesper go as well. Rapid fire. These are pretty much 3 stock bans here early.
Yep, nothing startling. Yeah, you'll see high caliber coming in. I think we're going to see that go pretty much every match here, especially when you have solid rifle players. It can just be so dominant once you get rolling. But all 4 of these, kind of your 4 standard ones that you'll see in a lot of the game modes. And there we saw flashbangs in game 1. You'll see flashbang here in game 2. And you'll see, because of blast suppressor and because of dead silence, you don't really see anyone running tac mask for the most part in S&D. You just can't. If you want to play fast.
Well, you need blast suppressor. It's like a necessary. And an HDXD. That's interesting. I like that.
That's one of the first times I think we've seen that banned.
Which you surprisingly like.
I think everybody likes using it.
If you ban that, right? You pretty much don't have to run flak at that point.
It's true.
I mean, that's a pretty nice ban there. And you see Loony, he's going to go with kinetic armor there first. I wonder what Clay decides to do. I think a lot of the guys on S&D we're going to see be using abilities. And Vision Pulse, I like that one. I think it's a pretty even trade. A lot of debate at the beginning of the game, but it gives away your position. I mean, you could gain some information. Sometimes you don't ping anyone, but you give away your position, which definitely.
No, I think it's very well balanced. We'll see if he's able to put it to good use here, and I don't see anything here that really
anything but Heatwave.
No, Heatwave is his favorite thing in the entire world. I don't think he's ever going to select anything.
How long it lasts and how to get into position. For all you guys that are new, Search and Destroy is going to be a 6-round limit. 5 seconds to plant the bomb, 7.5 seconds to defuse.
And this will keep your eye on the clock. And whenever it's terrible sometimes as a caster because you want to watch the plays, you want to watch what's going on like a 1v1. But sometimes my eyes are so trained on the clock, especially when it's coming down to the wire.
Yeah.
You're looking for that play, and that defusal is exactly enough time to get over and hit that 7.5 second mark. It can be distracting, but you need to know your time. It affects so much how you play, especially in those one-on-one type situations. Now, it does look like first up for offense is going to be the side of Faze here. Anyone you want to kick things off with, Matt?
You know, let's go on with Zooma. See what he does off the bat here first. He's going to be running an M8, trying to get over towards B. You see that slide that we were talking about coming into play, and is he going to go low in the middle? Let's see. Nope, going to go up top. We see a lot of players use that lower wall run, trying to get some advantage, pop some shot off, not able to hit a player, going into bottom broken. But this looks like Faze kind of spreading the map, potentially showing on both sides. Would be shocked if this isn't a rotate back to B, though.
Well, you'll see.
Oh,
it looks like they're trying to get it down on A. So first push, maybe towards A. Enable's going to go front, try to. He's going to get shot, and then the nade comes in from Classic, going to shut down the plant.
Well, somebody's got to be in position to challenge top broken. I mean, you're not going to be able to walk up onto the bomb and just not take that player out top broken. I think Zooma probably could have went on top of that B domination building, put some shots down on top broken. The position he was in wasn't able to get any fire on that player up top. I believe it was Classic. He was able to take Enable out easy again on the bomb.
Yep, and able to flank, pick up that final kill there. Is slacked as he is able to close it out. Now, we'll see. You talked a bit about that, trying to push maybe top middle or push that lower route. The problem is usually a lot of times, at least with the games I've watched,
looking over
that corner, you're looking right down at the bottom, just waiting for that push, that quote unquote sneaky push there. We'll see if anyone opts to do that, but it is going to be Ryzen offense, and they're going to be trying to hit B fast and hard early.
Ooh, you got the sniper rifle out of Octane. I love this thermal sight. No, that's a lot of the ones the players use. I believe it's called the stage fright one. Trying to get an angle on the player over at B. Usually you see Attach play up top with the sniper rifle. Let's just highlight Attach. He's actually going to be, up top with the sniper rifle. This is his favorite position. You got Clay down low to help challenge it, and I believe he sees one player. Don't know if he saw him get on bomb, though. I think Clay actually spotted him, so going to see how Attach and the guys on Faze like to retake this B site.
Yeah, he's seen a couple players. Is not able to pick anyone up yet. They're doing a good job using their cover. It's going to be Clayster able to pick up the first. Classic, though, going to answer right back. It is going to be a 3 versus 3. Just keeping eyes here. I want to see if Attach is able to finally connect with one of these, but he's doing a good job delaying them. They haven't been able to push forward because of his pressure, and now it looks like they want to get a bit of a bait and switch. Enable goes forward. He gets caught, and that's going to be Slack picking up a monster two-piece. All of a sudden, Zooma by himself. He's in building, going to be able to pick up one-on-one. Zooma versus Octane. He's got the corner here.
Yeah, Octane has that sniper rifle, obviously overkill ban, and he's going to be able to win this one.
Yep.
See, able to take him out with the MR6 there at the end. That's actually something interesting. We haven't seen the pistols come into play recently, but when the pistols were prominent, this Rise team talented with all of them. I believe it was like a scrim. I saw Octane drop 30 with the MR6. I think this was players were still playing like Combine hardcore.
If you're running rifles and in a respawn,
pistols.
you know, some players run secondaries, but it's not really required. In S&D, if you're running a rifle, you pretty much have to have a secondary, especially on a map like this where you're going to have some close engagements. Let's see what we get for the second offensive round out of Faze. They're down 2-0 right now. If you guys missed the first map, it was a Faze win by about 60 points. Right now, trailing here to Rise Nation. We're going to watch Clay wrapping the whole way around the outside, but there's a player waiting on his left. Is he going to get caught? He's not even going to check it. He should be dead momentarily, and there's the first blood.
Yeah, you saw Clay, like we talked about, you know, the S&D guys at home, the S&D stars, they like to just keep pushing through. Clay didn't see anyone, just doesn't check his corner, though. Loony able to pick up a big first kill there. Zooma's gained some information here, getting up in the top
to save his life.
Yeah, pretty much that's what happened there. He's able to take out Classic, make this a 3v3.
All right, now Tatch will be able to look over A. It's going to be Enable prompting to get it down yet again. Who's going to be trying
Faces
to
like
bust
this
in here?
bomb
Wrapping around is Loony. He did a good job using the wall run. He's able to catch Attach there with his pants down, wraps around, takes him out. 3 versus 2. Enable and Zooma going to be left, and you can see they're both.
They've trapped the mid-map.
Yep.
Essentially, when Loony flanks through there, he takes out one. They trap him mid-map. Zooma and Enable just playing their lives here as Zooma picks up one. Be surprised if somebody for Rise doesn't get on bomb here. Maybe see Octane picking up Enable there. It's going to be all up to Zooma. He's going to be able to win the gunfight against Octane.
He's getting pushed. He's running. Get out of dodge, Zooma. Run for your life. He's behind you. He's going to be taken out, and that's going to leave Loony here able to pick up the defuse. And that's really just a guess.
Yeah.
It's kind of a guess on Zooma's part at that point. You know, you get one. You know the other player's going to push you where you're weak. He checks for just a second, not able to get it. And how close was he to streaks there after the defuse?
Yeah, I believe he's 150 away from the dart. Obviously, the RC is gone in this one, but Loony winning a big 1v1 here against Zooma. Flanking around the back. Pretty easy gunfight right there. Just good trades right there by Rise.
He kind of had to pick a side. I don't think he would have been able to kind of sprint across the bottom, broke in, or he didn't think he was on the fuse, knew he was getting pushed as he was tagged up, didn't have anywhere really to go. But here we go, offense again for Rise. They're up 3-0 right now. Loony leading the way at 4-2. Octane having a great game as well.
He's close to his kinetic armor as well.
He's very, very close.
You know, up 3-0. Do you elect to use kinetic armor if you get it during this round? I mean, now down to man, you probably save that.
Yeah, well, especially with an early. If you get first blooded that early, I would not.
And this is the lower wall run we were talking about. Usually somebody's watching that.
Nope, no one watching, and he should have a kill. The shot's up. He can't get him. He's got to call it to his teammates. Yeah, he jumped right past Zooma. Right past Octane, sorry, and Octane was able to clean him up. He's now set up.
Well, I think he's just trying to get a kill for his streaks here, and he's going to challenge mid-map. I don't like that play right there out of Loony.
Well, he thought maybe he had Attach that was going to be looking over him in just a second. Attach just was not positioned here top AC yet. He's going to come forward. There's one bottom. He knows who they both are. I think he got eyes on both players. Now, what can he do with it? And nothing is the answer. Enable has the innate,
That's a quick answer. Nothing.
Nice one burst there, really, to take out Octane, close him out there by the A-bomb site.
If you're Rise, though, why wouldn't you just bait for Loony right there and just try and get him those score streaks in the middle of the map? Like, let him run an AR and somebody else go wall run, right?
Well, he's going to have, he's going to have his kinetic armor now, right?
Yes.
So he could just pop that early, try to get a kill, and then he'll have his streaks. I mean, you're not invincible, but he'll get one early. I agree with you. Try to work him towards those streaks as they can be the difference maker. Again, is the HC car usually the one and only, well, as far as the most effective, I guess, kill streak we've seen in S&D? Sure. But if you can get that dart, you can really get some work done.
Or even a lightning. I mean, that kind of takes away the other team going towards the B bomb site. You kind of have to push indoors towards that A bomb site. You just cut the map in half for the opposing team. You're going to see Faze playing a little slow. They're just smart play right there from Rise. You know, they knew Faze playing a little bit slow. Zooma likes to get aggressive, try and flank around, make a play before his team gets into a position. They were just able to wait him out. And look at this sneaky play out of Loony to see. Oh, he doesn't see the player to his left with the bomb. And he is flanked all the way around. He's probably calling out to his team like nobody is at B.
Yeah, they've got to be an A. They've got to be an A. But there he finds the bomb carrier, able to get a couple shots.
If he had an AR in his hand, he would have picked up the kills last round, and he would have picked up that one.
Yeah, that would have been a very, very easy kill. But as it stands now, there's only one player really going to be sitting here on A, and it's going to be Octane by himself. He's got to play it smart. He's got multiple players to deal with. There's one. Can he get the second? Pulls out and done. There's a two-piece. Great job. Patient by Octane. Tries to get a third. Almost able to pull that out, but it's going to be Enable left by himself. He's going to have bomb in hand, but in a 1v3, and he'll be called out.
He didn't have enough time to do much of anything there.
No,
I mean, he would not have made it to B.
Absolutely not.
No, he gets cut down here by Loony. I believe Loony saw him on wall run. Enable comes around the corner. I believe he's actually even able to put in shots don't connect there onto Loony. Rise in complete control of some Maven so far. We have predicted two things, and they have both been wrong. We both thought that Faze would have a pretty good chance to win the S&D. Wrong on that.
I said this one could go the distance.
In the first one.
That's the only thing I got
wrong on that one.
All right, Octane.
It's a good start for us, maybe.
8-3. He's got the vision pulse. Let's see how he decides to use this. I'm a fan of use it early, close up the round if you can. He knows he's got one mid-map, and that challenge I thought was gone. But Zooma just crushes Octane. Good play, and then flying through wall one mid-cut is going to be Clayster. He's able to effectively get traded out there. Loony closes it out, but Enable able to clean up. And that's a quick 1v1. We're 25 seconds into the round, and that is going to be Attach, shutting it down. The 1v1 master. I've seen him in quite a few of these online. Young player, very heads up when it comes to situations like this. Immediately hunts him down before he get away.
I mean, he knew exactly where Slack was. Just opted to come out and challenge it. Slack tried to run away into lab. Attach picking up that one. The final kill cam. His Faze tries to mount a comeback here against Rise. Have not seen any specialist abilities come into play yet. Be interesting to see if Faze tries and combos two of them this round, as they're getting pretty close to all of them. Clay actually may have used his Vision Pulse last round, but he just actually not even close to getting it at all. But you can see Attach, toss a stun, knows there's at least one player playing on the B site. You think Enable uses Heat Wave this one?
Well, if he suspects there's one lying behind the B site, which we see that play very, very frequently, he's going to get caught in just a second here. He hits the camo and picks him up. That's going to be Slack able to take him out, but that's going to be traded. They do have the 3-2 advantage. Zooma getting tagged up just momentarily by that RK5. He's got able to push up here, but they've got control of the B side is the big thing, Matt.
They get bombed down, have man advantage, so this is around that the guys on Faze need to win. Loony with a big challenge right there, not really understand why he just jumped out. Didn't really need to.
Now this is a question. Do you just, I don't think there's any need to use the vision pulse, so you know right
there.
If it was something,
reason.
Well, if it was something you could wallbang, maybe you pop it, try to get him through the wall, but in a 1v2, not a lot of time on the clock, save it.
I even think you just save that. I mean, let's say it goes to a 2v2 situation, like Loony wins that gunfight, maybe you use a specialist ability right there, but if you're Faze, you have complete control of that round. There's no reason to waste something, as powerful as a vision pulse.
It's interesting to see how diverse these players are with it.
Let's go on with Zooma. I feel like this is a round he could use active camo. Bring this one back to a tie game. Maybe try and push through mid or push through B.
And we're seeing more flak. I mean, a lot of these S&D games, you'll see Afterburner as the perk one of choice because that added speed boost. Here it is. Like you said, he's able to get forward and not even get a kill, get shut down. That is gigantic from Classic. Clayster at least able to pick up one as he gets forward, but eventually he will fall as well. It's going to be a 2v2. Now, this is probably a good time for the Kinetic here. Pop it. There it is. And that should be it. Tries to dash behind. There's going to be a one-on-one. Minute left. Plenty of time here, but that's the second round we've had that's been to a one-on-one within the opening 30 seconds.
You saw 2 or 3 specialist abilities used during that one. So I believe you saw Vision Pulse on the side of Rise because Clay was tagged by it. You saw Kinetic being used. You saw Active as well. And Enable wins the gunfight there against Octane on top. Broken. Octane having a very good game. 10-6 at this moment in time. But big 1v1 by Enable. It'll bring this one back to a tie game.
He missed that first burst entirely, but connects with the next two, closes it out with the headshot in the one-on-one. Nice shots there by Enable. And what was potentially an early blowout here from Rise Nation, now all tied up in game 2.
So, who's got specialist abilities
I'm about to check
left?
right
Let's see. Enable, well, Tatch has a dart.
Enable has Heatwave.
And you got Enable with
Heatwave for Classic. And Kinetic for Loony. So Rise looking in maybe a little bit better shape, I think.
Yeah, in terms of specialist abilities, definitely. Wonder when Attach decides to use this dart. Doesn't look like this would be the round.
Well, there was the heat wave.
Yeah, Enable picking up one early there. Able to get on the bomb, but he's nated by Classic. Got to have flak on if you're going to be the bomb carrier. I think that's an absolute must. Loony picks up Zooma coming on the flank. This is a round that Rise should be able to win. Think, though, Attach saves this dart for next round. Might be able to pick up 1 or 2 with that. Send this one to a round 11.
That would have been a nasty shot, but I don't think he's aware there's 2 there. He hits that. Attach, you monster. And there's another. Does he check it if he would have whipped that one? Not able to get it. 2 versus 2. 45 seconds left to go. Now, Clayster is going to have the bomb. Does he prompt the play? He does. Now, let's check the player that's going to be playing bottom glass. He doesn't suspect it at all right now until the bomb actually gets down. And Clay's able to get away. He's got to try and survive. He's going to be cleaned up. Faze Attach going to be here in a 1 versus 2.
Do you fly the dart at the B bomb site in this one? He sees one. Oh no, is he behind both of them? I think he is.
Know right where he is now. He catches the bomb carrier, but there's still plenty of time here for Octane to get it. The dart, I mean, it would have been interesting.
Could you use the dart there?
No, there was too much time, I think. Because they could have held in the building for the entire time. It basically flew. Well, no. I mean, how much time was left when he could have caught it? Like 30 seconds or so?
I mean, let's say he hangs out in the mid for a little bit more. Maybe gets it down to like 20 seconds.
He goes fighter pilot, just does circles around the B-bomb until he sees somebody stick it. That would have been epic. That would have been amazing. I mean, I don't know what you decide to do. You think they're just going to hide there and hut as long as they possibly can, but eventually they have to
shoot it into there. I mean, even if you hit the ground, it's going to do some kind of damage.
And I didn't even check to see if either of those players had flak. I know it's been kind of mixed. You can see at the bottom here as I'll pull out the slider. You can check what people are running. We do see, he's got flak and tack.
Well, after Enable got naded on bomb, he has switched to...
He runs trophies too. He's your bomb carrier, so a lot of times not surprised to see that. We'll move forward to Classic here. He's going to have trophies out. This is the more common setup. You have Afterburner, Blast Suppressor, and Dead Silence, all of them there. That's kind of your get around quickly setup. As you'll see, he's going to be running the sub as well, and he has his heat wave here. That snipe coming through. The Attach just hit someone right next to him.
Yeah. Classic can no longer move out of this position.
Do not move, Nicky D.
But I think he's just going to wait for players to just jump, challenge that B bomb site, and then use his heat wave. You got Loony in the back with Kinetic. Not going to use it, but he's going to have it if it goes to around 11. You see Enable able to take out Classic.
It is.
And we are going to see a round 11. And
Trying to see who's close to maybe stick this here. They're destroying trophies. It looks like it's going to be Enable. So he might be the closest. Yeah, probably just the closest to actually getting his dart.
Yeah, it doesn't seem likely, though. And, Attach still has his, if I believe so. So you have Loony with a kinetic. I believe you still have Attach with a dart as well. So see how those things come into play in our first round 11 here today.
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
I live for. I'm standing up.
Why?
This is me standing. Oh, I take it back. My foot hurts so bad. I'm going to sit back down.
Yeah.
That was a terrible idea. All right, here we go. Round 11. FaZe Clan going up against Rise Nation again. It was FaZe able to take a 60-point victory and Fridge Hardpoint in game 1. Are they able to bounce back here, or can Rise
ready to throw his dart?
Push to a 2-0.
And you're going to see Rise pushing that A bomb site. They know only one player over there, and this is going to be dangerous because you have FaZe playing 2 players right by Attach, just kind of protecting him while he's in. That dart screen, and here it is. See Attach's flying skills, Maven. I heard he's a fantastic pilot.
You say he doesn't have a driver's license. I don't know how.
Yeah, actually, he doesn't drive
the
a car,
operation of a
so
plane
I don't know
will
how
go.
he is flying. Yeah, a plane probably wouldn't go very good. As you see, Rise picks up 2, and they are making a push towards Attach here in the back. They are able to take him out, and that did not work as originally intended. You see the dart still flying around. Zooma was able to pick up 1 there. I believe Attach crashed his dart. So it's all up to Zooma here.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate. Yeah, you want them to call it in, see if they can protect him, but they just pushed right through that A site and got aggressive on spawn immediately. And that's never what you want to see, is that player just crouched there, calling in his dart, trying to get something done as he's going to be taken out. But Zooma just keeps powering forward. He is pushing as fast as he can, trying to pick up these 2 kills. He's got 26 seconds to work with. He's already picked up 2, so this would be a 1v4.
And I was saying that Rise was doing a good job
11.
not challenging this, but then that player just popped out challenge. Zooma was just putting in shots at tons of players. He gets behind 1. He knows exactly where he is. Only 15 seconds left, though. He's going to check the wrong corner. Rise able to win it in round 11. Maven, that is a lot closer than it should have been. I believe it was like 4-1 in favor of Rise. FaZe makes a great comeback, but just too strong at the end. Round 11, nope. FaZe played for the use of that streak. It was game 1. We see the Shiva go early, and I guess that's one that you can obviously, I was going to say, pair with high caliber and really cause some damage. So both of those 2 go early here. First 2 things in the banner protect FaZe to exit. See if somebody starts to protect something. We haven't seen any protects, if I'm just remembering correctly.
Well, it's pretty obvious. Yeah, no one wants to deal with flashbangs. We've seen those go
very happy about
all 3 game modes. They've been knocked out.
Oh, okay. So we see Slack protect the rapid fire. I think this could be one where, no, maybe they. Oh, I was going to say that maybe they want to use the Pharaoh. And what do you know? Maybe the next one that goes is the Pharaoh. So they kind of protect that rapid fire to get the Pharaoh and use it because it's really good long range. The Pharaoh, right? I mean, I don't think a rapid fire Razorback
of all the subs
is as good. I mean,
the Razorback and the Pharaoh, definitely the 2 you can actually win some gunfights at range. And again, I saw Classic doing absolute work with that one.
Does the Vesper make it into this one?
It's getting really close. We've only got 1 left for the side of Rise here. We'll see what they decide to go with. Oh. There it is. Last pick, Vesper. We forgot about you momentarily, but get out of our lobby.
So we'll probably see the VMP and maybe even the Kuda. I know the Kuda's been getting some love online, very good. SMG, really versatile. I mean, up close against like a Vesper, it's not going to win those gunfights. Against a VMP, I think you can.
Yeah, I think I'd edge the VMP up close, but it's got a little more range, I think. A little more stability, I guess. Doesn't jump quite as much.
Enable has selected something other than Heatwave.
Oh my god.
He's gone out of his comfort zone.
I don't think I've ever seen him use the Annihilator.
I've never seen anything use it other than Heatwave.
All right, well, let's
maybe
see
his teammates told him, like, hey, there's other characters in this game you can pick from.
Well, these bigger maps, Heatwave's really good when you're pushing into kind of a consolidated area, a smaller room. You got to think this is all the key engagements kind of take place either like in an open circle in mid or in kind of long alleys if you're talking about pushing that right side alley. If you're going away from, I don't know what we call that. Yeah, grandma's. I guess you call it grandma's there
sure,
too.
Why not?
We call that grandma's. If you're pushing that alley, long distance fights, Heatwave's not all that great. You spend the time in the building sometimes to pick up a couple kills there in grandma's, but you're not usually dealing with multiple.
I mean, you got 2 weapons coming out of the side on FaZe. You got Annihilator. That's good if Enable's like the last line of defense and he needs to take out 1-2 players. He's able to knock down those shots. JCat, one of the better players that I've seen using Annihilator. And then they have Zooma with a Scythe, gonna kind of same thing. getting pushed by 2-3 players, or I've seen Scythe used a lot on offense, trying to lock down their spawn.
Well,
just
remember,
able to take out 2 or 3 guys.
Was it Proofy, I think, in their final qualifying match to get into the COD World League? Proofy set up in the back of their base and just absolutely hammered them with the Scythe. Yep. I think it went 40 and 16 or something like that. So definitely get big kills. But I love the Annihilator here because, again, we talked about the fact that mid-map control is everything. If you can layer up to mid-map, get control, it leads to one-pointer after one-pointer after one-pointer. It really just becomes a battle for control. And the Annihilator, a really good one to pop, whether you're pushing forward or whether you're just trying to break control. If you have people on, set up in power positions, the Annihilator makes pretty easy work of that.
You're able to knock down your shots. We've seen a lot of players
if you can land your shots, Enable, we'll be watching you.
So Rise, they have to go with just one weapon. They're going to have Octane run the Scythe. He's going to be that last line of defense. The other guys, you see Select with active camo, like that one, able to gain some map control, gain some map presence, right? Like,
sure.
If Faze is, taking over mid-map, you're able to just kind of sneak up, kill one of those players, get those guys moving, break their setup. And then you have Classic with kinetic armor. I like that. If he's able to pick up that drone, pop the kinetic armor, give him even more armor to go in towards like a 1 or 2 point play. And then Loony, obviously, with Heat Wave, you like that one for the close quarter engagement.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how he's going to use it. I mean, the only position I really see it in is right by the uplink on both sides. Whether it's defensively stopping a score or people converging on your goal, or if you're pushing out. We haven't
throughout
seen
the entire series.
Well,
I'm surprised we don't see at least a Psychosis in one of
them. Do you
them.
think it's a consistency thing? Because we've seen Psychosis sometimes be amazing. Those drones really push forward. They provide a distraction. Other
Sometimes my drones walk the other way, man.
We've seen them run backwards and walk up the map. It's like you're flipping a coin. Am I going to get the helpful Psychosis or the ones that are going to go to their deaths?
Nobody's going to expect me to go backwards. Why would you go that way? Come on, man. So, Infection uplink for all you guys new. Going to be unlimited score, 5-minute time limit per side, and then a 5-second respawn delay for uplink. And Maven, who are you going to jump on board with first here? Do we see a Man of War?
The only player without an M8 is going to be Attach. He's rocking the Man of War. We're going to hawk on with him as, again, this break so key to the entire game. I just want to go to Zooma. He's first player up. He's going to be set up here on steps. His teammate's going to be taken down by Slack. He's going to be engaged, able to win that gunfight. He's out one more below. To get 2. That's 3. That's 4. That should be 1 point at least. They're going to push forward. We'll see. Usually you want to try and control Gray, but with 4 down, you can really go wherever you want right now and try to get through for points. There. Oh, the 1 point toss gets picked off by Classic, I believe, and he's going to toss that off. One hell of a play by Classic as he stops 1, but they're still pinned. They're spawning in Gray right now. Nothing they can do to try and hold this down. It's going to be Clayster flying in. Does he get the dunk? Yes, he does. The base just absolutely locked down by the side of Faze.
Classic makes a huge play, stopping that 1-pointer. But at the same time, everybody on Rise just focused stopping that. They get taken out yet again. Faze able to pick up that 2, get that early lead.
I like what Classic did here. Did he decide to go back and deal with the two players in his base? Not yet. Well, I liked it while he had eyes on the drone. You can't get forward if you don't have the drone in your hands, but unfortunately for him, he gets pinched from both sides. This might lead to another dunk for Clay. They're able to close it down for the time being. Who's going to be the next player up? It's going to be Zooma wrapped around the back. Can he stop it before the reset? It looks like he is going to get it out.
And you can imagine the comms of Rise are super frantic right now. The guys on Faze get control of your base early. They just keep killing you one by one. I mean, Loony and Octane still don't have a kill for the guys on Rise.
This is the definition of what I meant. You can't have a bad break. If you have a bad break, this is you getting hammered for several minutes.
I will say, though, if you have 2 teammates start out 1 and 9 and you have only given up 2 points, that is not the worst of starts.
No, because now look who has control of mid right now. It's going to be going over to the side of Rise. They've gotten out. They've cleared the base. They've got a bit of control now. Now they're trying to get set up. They just can't lose these engagements as Slack zips off the head of Enable.
If I
nice
told
shot.
you that Faze got 2 4-deads at the beginning of the game in drone control, you would have expected them to get, what, 3, 4 points?
At least, you would think, but it really came down to
that classic
clutch interception, then another clutch reset as they picked up a kill coming out of church. They were able to get that one out. A lot of times it's whether you get killed as you're trying to toss it out or you make a bad toss out. Rise not making mistakes when it comes to that part of the game, at least. And now they're trying to get forward. It's going to be Slack. Has it in his hands, trying to push Green Alley. Can he get the melee? There's 250. Tack it on. Extra points. He hits the camo. I thought he hit the camo for a second to get through, but he is going to hold on to that.
Nope, Faze takes control of their base, though. They're able to get control of mid-map as you see 3 green arrows starting to push over in that direction. You see all the specialist abilities starting to come into play. You have Enable getting his Annihilator. It'll be interesting when he decides to use that. I bet it'll be on the defensive side of things. See, the last one alive is Attached, playing at his tank, just trying to hold off the push from Rise Nation.
You gotta try and stay alive here. Just be annoying, wait for your teammates.
Now, you gotta wonder, how does Rise elect to challenge this? You know, 2 minutes to go. They're only down 1. They're actually putting up a very good fight for considering how bad they were getting blown out at the beginning. You see Camo come into play for Clayster, going to be the drone carrier, trying to get all the way around Church. Does he set it for a 1?
I love that.
Nice love play right there from Clay.
Pops the camo, gets through, able to fire through a 1-pointer. That was very well done. You know, you'd love to use your specialist to get 2, but if you can get any points on the board, go ahead and get it done. Excellent stuff from the veteran Clay. 3 up for either side right now. 90 seconds in the first half. As far as control of mid-map goes, I mean, the most forward position here is going to be Classic as he was top steps. He's going to go forward, get his eagle on with the RK5, able to pick up 1, tries to turn there on attach, but not able to pick up the second. Still enough of a distraction to allow the drone carrier to get forward, not able to get points as of now.
I think if you're Rise, though, you save some of those abilities for the second half, especially only being down potentially 2 if the score stays the same here. Attach doing a nice job with the Man of War here. 11 and 7, doing a great job just being aggressive, pushing into their spawn with that fully automatic rifle, able to just be a little bit more aggressive than a burst weapon. Obviously, you know, he doesn't have to connect on his first shot, able to just rattle off a ton of bullets, as you see right there, runs out of ammo. Slack able to take him out, but I think this is probably the score we see going into the second half, barring anything, as you see both teams just fighting over for map control mid-map. And as I say, that Octane picks up 2. Faze has to be careful here. Shouldn't just push recklessly. See Zooma doing a nice job just getting that control back. And I think they're just going to hold this off, go into the second side with this little lead.
Incredible job by Zooma. One of the most important parts of the map is going to be top steps there, as you can really maintain mid. Did a good job finally going to drop. 1 down for either side, and they're just holding for now. IE, let's see if they go for one last toss. It looks like they are. It's going to be attached. He's 12 and 9. Tries to get it off. Not going to be able to get it out of his hands. Time starting to dwindle here, and that's going to be a toss out and reset. So, like you said, is going to be 3-1 here going into the second half. What did you see from this one? What stood out for you?
For as bad as Loony and Octane started out, this is only a 2-point lead for FaZe. I think if you get 2 4 downs, you got to punish them more than that. I think you got to put up, you know, at least 2 2-point plays at the start of the game, right? I mean, a 4 dead, and then I believe it was like a 3 dead, and Classic picks off that pass. But, I mean, you got to put more points on the board, at least in my opinion.
Could not agree more. So the bend but don't break from Rise in the early defense is really the difference. You'll see the boost hit by Classic as he's trying to get forward here. He's still got his kinetic armor. Looney's going to be the one leading the way, though, as they start to fly through and going to get picked off. Remember, they lost that original break the first time. Can they trade effectively this time to at least make sure they're not losing control very, very early?
Well, that's what they decided to do there. Classic was going to push over towards those steps, and he gets taken out, but Loony was able to trade that pretty quickly, enable using that RC car in the middle of the map. Don't like that call there and seeing kills. Nobody wants to be the first team to just kind of push out, try and get that mid-map control, try and just bait it out. You see Classic pinging up the drone, has kinetic. Does he like to use it? He's going to try and get off a 1-point throw, taken out. Loony trying to follow it up. He's going to get traded by Enable as well. You see lots of kills going down in the FaZe base, but they're able to hold off this push, and does Attach decide to wrap this over towards outskirts? It looks like he is. I'd like to see what they try and do. You can actually hit a 1-pointer from the wall run over here, and I think they may try and throw this back towards mid-map.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if he was just trying to burn some time here, stay alive, just run some time off the clock, or if they were actually going to try and get aggressive. It's pretty hard to
I think they were going to try and throw that drone cross lanes and get it back towards the middle of the map, and maybe have one player playing over there just trying to get a little cheeky 1-point play, but doesn't work out. He resets that drone. Attach picking up another 2 kills, playing great here with the Man of War. Currently just on a 2 streak, just spawned back up. Looks like he should be able to pick up a 3rd, though. Drone in his possession, going to get taken out, but it is on the Rise side of the map, as you see Octane. He's going to like to push this up, Enable in position, but the drone moving up past him. He's got to turn around, get back towards his base, or else they're going to be in some trouble.
They're definitely in trouble right now. They're going to have to try and hold like Rise did early. As the aggression is flying through Barn and Grave. Everyone rotating over. Clay able to get 1 after Classic, I believe, picks up 2. There's the heat wave, and somehow he still gets a kill, and his camo! Oh! That was absolutely ridiculous! Clayster, that play was sick.
How did he stay alive during that? I actually think he got the armor from having the drone, and his team. Oh, what?
Not only does he pick up the kill through the heat wave to stop the drone carrier, but then hitting the camo and shutting down another one at home, that was absolutely wild.
I want to see that again.
My God,
I will definitely
Clay.
be seeing that again. And I think actually Enable trying to throw the drone down right there. Throws it off of the map. So a little bit of a miscue there from Enable, but after such a sick play by Clay, now that's actually going to be 3 dead, 4 Faze. Enable with a big kill right there, though, on a Loony, as Loony in a prime position to get off that 1-point throw.
Yeah, for the most part, this has been, kind of the story of defense. You've seen really good defensive stands by Faze and Rise. Not really the most effective scoring, really, as people haven't been able to really put through points. But look at it, they're trying to burn some time in the back of the base.
That out,
but
Clay gets taken out.
That's a dunk for Slack. He just handed him one. He pops the camo, hits the 2-piece, able to put points on the board. Great job there by Slack.
And that's so dangerous, Maven. How many times have we seen teams, they try and bring the drone back towards their goal, they hold it for a little bit, and then they throw it out. Right there, you see why sometimes not the best option.
Well, that was kind of my point when we were talking, as one more point's going to come in here for Rise. That's kind of what I was saying. What the most impressive thing for me about their defensive stand early for Rise Nation was just the fact that they effectively got the drone off the map.
Yeah.
It can be so difficult. When you have 2 to 3 players in your base shooting you off spawn, it can just be hard just to get it out there, get it off the map, reset.
But I think the position that Clay was in, he was able to throw it off from that spot.
And not turn around and try to dash 10 yards.
Well, he didn't even try and dash. He was just running, just sprinting with the drone. You see, going to just get tossed for yards into the Rise base. They're just trying to gain some map control. Is this Faze team? See, Clay picks up 2 big kills, trying to redeem himself for that error that happened before. But this Rise team up 1, and it's sad because this Faze team, I think, is really, for most of this map, outplayed them. They had a great start. Rise goes on a little bit of a spree here. Let's see, it's going to be Zooma hitting a 1-point throw. We're going to have a tie game here going into the last minute, Maeve.
These final 50 seconds should be wild. They want to keep pushing here on the bottom side of the map. We'll see if they're able to get 4. I'm staying with Clay because he's on 4 streak right now. He's got the camo. This should be points. He's going to wreak havoc in the back of the base. You got to pick up kills. He lost him. Oh, he gets destroyed. Clay, you had one of the best camo plays I've ever seen, and then unfortunately one of the worst.
So Enable actually has his Annihilator. If we jump on with him, he can make a play here in the final seconds. He's able to get 1. And see the players on Rise know he has it. They're going to play so defensive. Enable able to pick up a second one. Can he open up the base?
Oh,
not able to connect with the third.
There's the toss.
The toss is up, and it's
just short. I believe Attach just misses it by a foot below. Not able to get through. There's the reset. That one's got to hurt.
Yeah, I mean, just a very good push there at the end by Faze. Just not able to connect with that 1-point throw. Enable did such a nice job with the Annihilator, just opening up those lanes. Like, he picks up 1. I believe he actually picks up 2. We missed one earlier, but he picks up 2 with the Annihilator. But that just forces the guys on Rise to just play passive all the way in the back. Opens up that lane for Attach. He gets a good look for 1. Just not able to connect.
Yeah, that's about as much as you can ask for in the final seconds of a game. I mean, when we're taking a look at what was it? The opening 90 seconds was pretty much all control for Faze, and then the final 90 seconds, all control for Faze. Just not able to get that final point through and close it out. But here we go. It's overtime. Faze Clan versus Rise Nation. Game number 3. The series is all tied up. Who's able to take the edge?
And not surprisingly, Zooma's going to go on the flank right away. We see Zooma. Nope. Kind of a running joke last year. Always on the flank, and he picks up 1. You got to expect that from Rise, from Faze, right? I mean,
he's in such an annoying position already.
And he's all the way in the back. I mean, if anyone from Faze can get the drone, toss it back there, that's a easy score. But it's going to be Rise winning all those gunfights mid-map. Enable out of position here over by Hay Bales. He's actually not going to be able to pick up anyone. And it looks like Classic going for a 1-point throw. Nicky D always connects from long range, man. And that is going to be throw knocked down from the side of Rise early.
Well, let's see if they can beat 41 seconds. And that, for me, Zooma got a little bit unlucky there. I don't think he, for the life of him, expected a player to spawn their kind of standard spawn.
Yeah.
He was expecting him to spawn out at Barn. When he had the position he did, that player spawns almost directly behind him. All of a sudden, that kind of annoyance he is, the havocs he's wreaking in the base just isn't enough. But now let's take a look back in the action as we're ready to kick things off. The 41-second mark by, what was it, Classic.
Yep.
Can they beat it?
See how he elects to play this. He's going to pop that RC card here at the beginning. They can't get too defensive and too passive, Maven. They're giving up a ton of the map right now. 2 Faze. You see Clay going to pick up the drone. Classic able to pick up 1 with that RC. 20 seconds left. Everybody dead.
That should be it.
For Faze. This one looks like it's going to go in favor of Rise.
Especially if you get through that shot. Can Slack nail it? He gets it on through. So, Oh, this hurts because you had just as simple of a shot, I'd say, for attach, right? 1 point at that, I mean, not the closest range, but definitely makeable range. Doable. He comes up a little bit short. On the other hand, safer, you're able to get streaks going easier sometimes. And also, it comes down to one cap a lot of times. It's like hard points, not a game of seconds as much.
Yeah, a lot of these CTF games come down, you said, to the final seconds because the scores don't get that, drastically apart from each other, right? Like one cap usually separates teams. We see the Shiva, that's pretty much been gone every game. See rapid fire go. It actually made it to last game. We saw a lot of rapid fire on the M8s on Infection. Vesper is going to go early. I believe that was a pick by Octane. So Rise opting not to play with the Vesper here against Faze.
Flashbangs yet again. Nobody wanting to deal with the flashbangs. We'll see if concussions do go as well here. But these three have been well, these five, for the most part, have been taken out of every game, and there's going to be high caliber yet again. Don't want your rifle players able to get set up and go off with that one, especially in combination with the Shiva. We'll see what our final three are going to be.
Oh, and yeah, you knew there was going to be some kind of action with Overdrive, whether it was in the Man and Protect or Specialist Draft, if it made it that far. But Clay gets rid of Overdrive. And it's interesting. Rise went on a limb with some of their, bans and protects in Game 1. Since losing that, they've gone back into safe mode. It seems like they don't want to try anything pretty against this Faze team. You see both players waiting it out here for these final bans. They don't want to be the first one to make it, but 3 seconds left. You see Afterburner go by Attach, and then you see stuns go by Loony. So very interesting getting rid of Afterburner.
Yeah, Afterburner, I kind of like that. We didn't see, early in the game before people were using the G-Slide, and, realizing how significant a perk 1 that was. Mostly it was Flak Jacket, or a lot of players weren't even running a perk 1. If you didn't need to, they'd ban grenades or ban HC car. They wouldn't even worry about it. Afterburner, though, is what allows you to really get that momentum going, close gaps quickly, get across the map. It's going to slow the game down definitely a bit without having that in.
So Zooma's going to run that Scythe. I would have liked to see Clay run the Scythe, especially if he's going to be that standstill AR player like we've seen in the past. Locking down those signs of the maps. Classic going to go with Kinetic again. If you have Scythe and you pop that, and there's players just funneling towards your side, you're able to take them out. I mean, now that I say that and I kind of rational in my head, maybe you wanted a guy like Zooma who's going to maybe watch those overextensions, and as the other team decides overextending, you're trying to pull the flag the other way. You're able to take out multiple players with that Scythe.
Yeah, no, Scythe I think is pretty good in every single respawn. It's my favorite weapon for sure, and I think anyone that's got that Slayer mentality, especially if you're a rifle player, Scythe just kind of makes sense. It's literally you become a turret. It's so powerful.
I mean, you literally do become a turret.
That's what the Scythe will do for you.
You see Vision Pulse come out from both sides as well.
Vision Pulse we're seeing used a bit. We saw a big variety coming out of EU and Australia. A lot of different tactics. I saw Reedy using Rejack earlier, dropping a turret and spawn on somebody on Infection.
Yeah.
Just absolutely wrecking in their base. We'll see if we get a bit of diversity here through this first match.
Both teams going with the same composition. You got a Kinetic on both sides. You have Vision Pulse on both sides. It's same with Heatwave and Scythe as well. So not much diversity here.
Well, usually.
Game number 4.
Okay, so typically when we're talking respawns, that's where you see a little more focus towards weapons. I know they take longer to get, but that's why you don't see them in S&D as much.
1 or 2 weapons per team.
Yeah, S&D has become
abilities.
All abilities. Here we have really just 1 weapon for either side. Does that surprise you at all in CTF?
No, not really. I think this is one where you'll see more abilities as well. The only one I question is Heatwave a little bit on CTF.
Okay.
Like I guess you want to win a clutch gunfight, you can pop it.
Yeah.
But I think Active probably would have been.
If you hit a flag carrier with it, or if you're the flag carrier pushing to score, I mean, it could lead to a cap, I suppose. I mean, usually it almost is impossible to get killed once you're hit with Heatwave, unless you're Clay, and that ridiculous play earlier with the active camo. He somehow, I think, got a headshot while he was completely stunned. Unbelievable stuff there.
But I think Active would have been good in CTF, especially in evac. You're able to pop it. It's a smaller map, so you can get further up the map with it. You're able to get behind enemy lines, pick up 1. How important are kills in CTF? You're able to pick up 1. It forces the other team to start moving and rotating. You want them to run into your AR players, able to pick up those easy kills, players sprinting. I think Active could have been one that could have broken the game open.
All right, we'll see what they're able to do with it here. That's what I'm surprised, because I saw, and maybe he was just messing around with it or practicing with it, but I watched hours of 8s the other day, and Classic pretty much used active camo every single time. And some of the breaks he was able to do in hardpoint, and some of the plays he was able to make in, well, uplink or CTF were incredible. I'm surprised we haven't seen him pull that out at all. But again, things changed quite a bit from when you were playing 8s to playing with your actual active roster.
Things changed completely.
Yeah.
And if you're new, evac CTF, all CTF is going to be an unlimited score limit, 5-minute time limit per side, and then a 7.5 respawn delay. Definitely best way to go about it. Best way to play CTF.
All right, we're getting ready to load in here, Matt. We took Rise to take this series. They currently have a 2-1 advantage. Let's see if they are able to close things out.
You think we see a Game 5? Before we even start this one, you think we see a Game 5?
I think there's a potential for it, but no, I don't think we're going to see the Game 5. Now, see, all right, so you just saw him use 2 different boost slides there. He would have covered that ground quite a bit quicker had he been able to chain 4 together, but because there is no afterburner, he wasn't able to. So it's small differences like that that can lead to, especially in S&D, lead to big kills.
Who does that favor? I mean, I think it favors Faze, who, you know, a little bit more of a traditional style of play. You know, the guys on Rise really just have adapted to this game really well. They're able to hit their slides pretty much every time. Now that afterburner's gone, not able to hit them frequently. You see Classic fall off the map early, and I believe attached too. So you see Loony hit that slide, getting that quick boost, and he's able to bring this one right up the middle of that.
Oh, no! Loony, I was just about to say, fantastic movement. This may lead to a cap, and then
you didn't.
Then the movement fell apart.
And then you didn't move. That was wrong. We've seen like 4 players fall off the map already.
Unbelievable. Not able to pick it up. That was a good opportunity to score. I mean, did they still have a chance to stop him? Sure, but that was about as close as it can get. If he broke through there, really good opportunity to score. Now, you see Attach here, crawling through the weeds, trying to push up.
But you got Clay moving around the outside as well. Looks like they're going to wait for each other, try and make a push on this flag, and it's Octane be able to pick up 1, picking up 2, sitting in the back with that ICR. And that's what you love to see, just the diversity of guns. If he has an M8, I don't know if he's able to pick up both those kills. Maybe, but if he misses a burst, he's dead. Now with that automatic rifle in the back, using that ICR, able to win that easy. And when he's moving, aimed in, just take a peek. I don't know if he's using stock. We talked about it before that, you know, he doesn't use stock on some of his ARs. Don't believe he's using it right now. Slack doing work, though, in the Faze base, able to get that flag.
All right, that's the corner he needed to hit. He might be all right. Now, this is what you talked about.
They got to watch that overextension.
You mentioned the overextend. And here they come. They spawn top. They're going to, you can get there in seconds, like you just saw. They're already basically in the base to try and get a stop here. You saw the heat wave come in. It's going to lead to 1 kill for Enablers. One of the back tries to turn, not able to pick it up. The question is, are they able to fire through the score here? Can they stop it? No. And there's a heat wave to go on top of that. 1-0 Rise Nation. That was Slacked, able to fire it through, and he's on a 3 streak. Let's stick with him.
And I think he should play all the way in the back of his base, try and get these streaks. I mean, he's got 1 player behind him, able to take him out, only 25 off of a Lightning. And I think that would be huge if he's able to pick it up. It looks like he's going to use the RC, just trying to pick up 1, give him those streaks. Don't think he actually tagged that guy wall running on the outside. You see Attach going all the way around.
Get caught
and is he going to be able to take Slack down?
Oh, God, he ran right by him. He doesn't realize he's in the corner.
My.
He just ran directly by him.
Slack has absolutely no idea Attach is back there. Oh, look at this.
And yeah, why would Octane think there's going to be anyone in the back of the base? He thinks the corner is held there by his teammates.
Yeah,
he's able to stick around.
And then next thing he knows, he's getting shot in the back.
Unbelievable. We'll see Loony. You saw him fall off the map earlier with the potential cap. Didn't matter. Team's still going to be up 1-0. Gets in the back for a second, but he is going to get tagged up there where he's there. But he's going to make 3 players. Look at the focus right now on the minimap. Everyone focusing back to try and take out Loony.
But that's where he needs a teammate or teammates, 2 or 3, to push up and try and help him pick up those kills. If he's back there causing that much confusion, they're going to need some other players.
How does this happen?
How does Slack play defense and then let Zooma just run in, grab the flag, and walk away?
He makes 3 players turn around and look at him. Loony's in the base. In Faze's base, 3 players turn to focus back. So they only have to worry about 1 person on the map right now offensively, and that's Zooma. Zooma gets an uncontested flag, gets it, runs the whole way across the map, scores.
Unbelievable. You see Octane, though, doing a nice job with the scythe in the Faze base. It's going to be Slack running the flag yet again. He's got it out towards the middle of the map. He's got some teammate support. They need to wrap back to their base, though. Don't want to use that Hellstorm or Lightning. Definitely want to save that for later in the game. I believe it's Classic in the back, able to pick up Zooma. This should be another cap for Slack. Currently 5 streak, 2 caps in 1 life. great first half here by Slack in this.
Yeah, we
CTF.
gotta stick with Slack for a bit, just because, like you said, he's stolen this 5 streak, 2 caps in this period. He's 6-3, doing one hell of a job. His teammate Classic, we talked about him getting it done with the Pharaoh. I believe I saw the Pharaoh in his hammer. Is he running? Let me see here.
No, he just picked an M8 off.
Oh, okay. Well, for a second I thought it was the wrong player. I was like, he had the Pharaoh in his hand, not. But now, flag out, attach. Can they counter cap quickly? And there he hits. Kinetic armor running out just before he's going to get around the corner, and that's Slack. You talked about saving his streaks. He's able to pick one up.
I'm not a fan of that, though. I'll tell you why, Maven. Because he calls it in, he picks him up.
There's no one in position to return.
Nobody anywhere near that flag to get a return. I mean, he kills attach with it great. It just delays how fast they put that one in. So right there, just kind of wasted a streak. Would have liked to see them keep it going into that second half and have that Hellstorm and Lightning. And the score still would have been the same. I mean, Attach or somebody on Faze was going to score that regardless.
We'll see Attach going to get the final kill here in the first half. But that's a reason why I like evac a little bit more. You get lots of flag pulls. There's lots of gunfights. Plays pretty fast. You know, different than, you know, something like Stronghold plays a little bit slower. But you saw a lot of action in that one. A lot of flags. And that, I still think that, I mean, the only cap I don't really understand is the one we saw go through, I believe, from Zooma, when they had 3 players really penned dealing with Loony, and you see Zooma able to get the cap. And now we're going to see.
We've always said, you know, you can't turtle in CTF. You got to play. Nope. Pretty fast paced. It's a slow game, but if you play slow, you're going to lose. And right there, I think, you know, just got a little bit too passive. And you see the Pharaoh from Classic able to pick up 2, pops that kinetic armor, now able to wrap this one around. Looks like there's one player, though, from Faze was in the base of Rise. That was play. He gets taken out. Attach, the one furthest pushed up on the map, has to make a big play here.
He's got a chance. He's got the fire. Can he get away? Oh, you didn't have your boost there. So close. I thought maybe he was going to go off. Can he win the gunfight down? He needs help. His players coming to support him. He's pinned in a corner. They can't get the return. He's able to get out. Gets the assist. Teammates pick up one. Going to wall run and get out. What a play from Attach. That was incredible. Saves his team a score for now.
Zooma comes up big there as well. He picks up 2 kills. No, as Attach basically about to die. I mean, Zooma picks up 2, and you know, right now, Classic with the flag, just trying to stay alive in his own base. You see 3 players for Faze aiding that flag all the way in. There's 1 player directly around the corner from Enable. Who is that on Rise? There's actually 2 players pushing all the way up.
Hey, you have Enable and then Octane right on the other side.
Let's see how this plays out. Enable's going to pick up 1. The flag, though, being chased by another player. That's Slack in the Faze base, so they're going to have to push out with that flag, and this is dangerous.
Oh yeah, you're starting to get in, you know, that line of sight where you can possibly be picked off here from top. He's able to call 1, calls his kinetic armor, gets 2. Attach doing everything right now. He had the incredible pull and flag run. You saw the patience there to wait for his teammates, and now he's even picking up 2. The question is, there's the return. He gets it through. Full streaks now for Attach. He's putting on a show here in the second half.
And this is where, if you were the guys on Rise, you'd like to have that Hellstorm back, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Is Clay running a mothership?
Yeah. Wraith.
A Wraith.
A mothership would be interesting, though. If someone calls a mothership in a league match, I'm done.
Yeah, that would be very interesting. But yeah, for a second, I was like, wait a second. I was like, I couldn't tell. But
yeah,
that's
mothership.
That's
yeah, why not? Why not?
Why not?
Mix things up. Throw all 4 players in it.
Yeah, and you're going to see Enable pushing towards that middle of the map with the AR, trying to get that map control for Faze, up 1, and you know, it's actually kind of shocking there, but this kind of reminds me of that uplink, right, where Faze plays really good, but Rise was able to win it. That Rise played so good in that first half, but Faze just stuck around and now has that 1 flag advantage. But if you're Faze, you can't be turtling in your base, have to keep pushing up. You see Zooma doing that, pushing all the way up to that AC.
Yeah, trying to get aggressive here on the bottom side of the map. As you'll see, he's going to have Octane. I've highlighted coming back to meet him. This engagement could decide whether or not he's able to get a pull, and that's Octane able to win it. So good job playing defense in the base. He's been doing a pretty solid job, but unfortunately, trailing right now in this one. You'll see Octane 13-9 for his side. Classic going big as well. And they've got plenty of time, though. Yeah. 2 minutes on the clock. Wait for your teammates to spawn up. Make an effective push forward together. He gets caught out with the RK5.
So they have a bunch of stuff to work with.
Let's see here.
They have a Lightning. They have a Scythe. And let's see if they have any other abilities.
Car.
They have a kinetic armor as well. So they have, 3 pretty powerful things that they can combo together, try and get a flag out late.
And let's see if Attach is able to sneak by here, though. Does he get caught? I don't think he's stalling
If
the
his
timing of
teammates
that.
pick up some kills, he's going to just try and flank, grab the
Slack hear
flag
him?
right away.
He must have heard him.
Slack has to know he's there.
Yeah, well, now he definitely does. He shoots his teammate, and there was just a little bit, I think, left in that kinetic armor, but he's still able to finish the kill. Good defense again. That's Slack shutting it down. 2 still up. Who's pushing around this bottom side here for Faze? That's going to be Enable, just kind of being a pain. Keeps him playing aggression, able to call one out, going middle. Has him stuck there. I thought he pushed bottom for a second, but he's got him stuck in the corner and challenges. That's classic in his Pharaoh, able to win that gunfight.
You see, though, Faze starting to stack up on their base. You are Rise. If you get aggressive here, able to use that lightning to your advantage. Might be able to get a pull here, but you got to remember, Attach still has those streaks as well. So, nope. Last 30 seconds here. We're going to see the lightning come into play. Let's see if they can get a pull.
Yeah, they've got to try and get something here. At least get a bit scrappy, trying to run. And does it connect with anything? No,
nope.
It does not. Zooma's actually the only one the map's able to pick it up. They've got 25 seconds left to go. Slack, the only one really forward right now. He's actually the only one in any position to get a kill. He's going to use his heat wave there, able to shut one down. They've turtled up pretty. They've got 2 players in their building. He needs help. He's got nowhere to go.
No chance of getting that out. He's got 2 teammates trailing him. I don't think we have enough time here, though, Maven. Hey, we got a game 5.
We have a game 5 in the first
game
series
of
of the night. Yeah, I was even looking at the time. I was looking at the pushes entirely.
Yeah,
I was like,
there's 10 seconds left. He has no chance of running this cross.
I don't need to commentate this flag pull because they're not going to be able to go anywhere with it.
Yep.
But Rise played well, but Faze able to edge them. And again, it still comes down to that one cap for me that I can't understand for the life of me.
I still understand how Zooma got in there and got the flag out.
You have 1 player to deal with. There's 3. Well, there it is. Loony's going to take out Overkill and the Vesper. First 2 to go. 2 of the more dominant things you can say in S&D, so no surprise there. High caliber, even more effective on a map like this where you're going to have a lot of long-range engagements, potentially, at least on some of the sites when you're talking about, B, shooting over kind of across bridge. You can have some long engagements out in the open on the opposite side. Not surprised to see that go at all.
Nope, not in the slightest, Maven. And Clay, going to take his time, going to get rid of Flashbang, so seen that go pretty much every game.
Yeah, I need to pay attention to who's banning it every time, because I wonder if it's like the whole team just can't stand him, or if everyone just no fast bangs.
I wonder if the RC makes it into this one. You know, the lines towards the bomb sites are, pretty long. I mean, it would be pretty easy to spot an RC coming at you. So I don't know if it's that important. You see, Attach gets rid of the Shiva. Faze really doesn't want to see, Octane or Classic running the Shiva on any of the games. We've seen the Shiva gone pretty much in every single one, and then we're going to get in the final 2. Ban and protects Zooma and Slack. I think they're going to wait each other out. That seems to be the strategy for these last players now.
Yeah, and you see, again, Flash and Concussion going. Not shocked is, again, I think I saw 1 player.
Yep, there's the HC.
1 player was running Tac Mask, I think I saw in the first S&D. Not much of a use for it with those 2 out of it. Now let's take a look at the specialists. Let's see if we get anything mixed up here. And there's Overdrive. We will see it come out of Loony. What do you think about that?
I like that play. I think if you were Rise, it would have been interesting if you banned, Afterburner ran with that Overdrive. You're able to, get rid of those slides.
Gives it that much more value,
right,
that's for
gives
sure.
it that more, much more important. I wonder if Faze goes with somebody with Overdrive. There you go, Zooma at the end. That makes perfect sense for him. Likes to go on the flank, able to just hit those pretty fast, and you see abilities come out on both sides. You see an active camo out of Clay, active camo out of Slack. Both teams actually, no, there's a difference. Enable's going to go Heatwave, and then you got a Vision Pulse out of Octane. So those are your 2 difference. Rise going to have a Vision Pulse, and then Enable with a Heatwave.
No surprise there, as far as the Heatwave goes. But
Heatwave and Annihilator, the only 2 things Enable.
I like Vision Pulse on this particular map for sure.
Why?
I mentioned earlier. Well, just because dude, it can be so disoriented when you're when you're underwater. Usually sometimes you're gonna have a defensive player down there, kind of waiting for anyone trying to flank or underneath. When you're kind of popping up with the waterfall and everything, it can just be a bit disorienting to begin with. That Vision Pulse, to me, can lead to a really clutch play, for sure. We'll see if that's how it's going to be used. Or if you're talking about just busting in the building by A. I mean, you have basically 3 stories. You have someone coming out of water. You have so many different angles, spots,
well, I think that's where you should use Heatwave.
Heatwave would be right there, too, yeah.
A. I think, Vision Pulse probably over by the B-bomb site. I think Vision Pulse probably used defensively. Sure. If you're going to be Octane, you're probably going to have him be an AR player, maybe even playing on the B-bomb site. We see a lot of players just sit behind it for cover. Maybe he plays that spot, able to pop that Vision Pulse. If he sees nobody, he knows, hey, they could just all hightail it over towards A. So I think maybe on the defensive side of things, you'll see that Vision Pulse come into play.
All right, well, a couple seconds left here on the class editing for these guys, and then we're going to get ready to hop into the action. Game 5, first match of the night. I think we're kicking off Bravo at the same time. At least I hear Revan and Jack get excited as well. Both streams are going. Epic matches throughout the course of the night. This one, I think, is going to be fantastic. I hope it goes the distance. But anything from a score streak perspective, you know, we saw when they banned HC Car last time, I actually saw someone that didn't even pick a third. I think they had
I think it was
lightning.
Octane. I don't think he picked one, yeah.
He was like, all right, I'll take lightning and dart. I guess I won't take a Hellstorm too, just because. Yeah. But do you think there'll be anything surprising in that capacity?
Don't think so.
No?
I think you'll pretty much see this standard once that's gone. I think you'll see like the dart. I think you'll see Hellstorm, lightning. I think it's going to be your standard.
Yeah.
I think those are actually pretty powerful in this one. This is a pretty large map. So obviously search and destroy. First team to 6 wins. 5-second bomb plant time, 7.5 seconds on the defuse. I think we're in for a really good Game 5 here, Maeve.
All right.
Who do you got? Who do you got? You got to give me a prediction. You picked Rise to win the series. Are you turning your back on them now?
I'm not. I'm still taking Rise. My man Classic, he's going to go off in Game 5. I got a feeling, even though he's the bomb carrier, and it's not as easy to go off. I'm still expecting it, but I'm kicking things off with Zooma. He has been a monster in S&D. We've seen him have some crazy games on this particular map as well. Want to see what he's able to do.
And this is a map that the defense can get really aggressive and push up the map and gain a lot of map presence early. And you see Clay just trying to work all the way around the outside, and they could not be any closer to each other. You see Slack playing from inside a bush.
They're playing Ring Around the Rosie with this rock.
Yeah, they just keep going, circling each other around the rock. Okay, Clay has finally spotted him.
What is happening? You could have killed him.
What is going on?
Hey, now he lost him again.
Oh, what?
All right, Clay, you're confusing even me now. Now, he lost. Is he good? Okay, there he is.
All right, there we go.
Clay, able to get the kill. Only took 45 seconds of you two running around the rock, but they're finally able to get it. Going to be a 3-2 advantage right now. It's going to be Clay and Attach left up. They are.
That was one of the weirder plays I think I've ever seen.
So awkward. You know, maybe in his head he was waiting to see if he could pick up 2, wanted to delay the shot, but unfortunately it led to just extending that game of cat and mouse. Now Clay, he's going to have.
Well, you see how
see if he's going to work the plan
cautious he is going over towards that B site. Usually a player always playing on it, and as soon as this bomb goes down, you expect Loony to just jump into that challenge, and he is done. Gonna have Attach last one alive, and this is where that overkill gone. Definitely going to come back to haunt you a little bit.
You should be fine.
Oh, actually, Attach picks up Octane, picks up Classic, just not able to get over towards that player defusing the bomb. I believe it's Loony, and it's going to be Rise winning round 1.
And they're able to take it there with the defuse. I love it. He stuck it pretty much immediately. You don't give Attach any time to try and get forward, maybe pick up all kills, somehow get you off the bomb. He stuck it immediately. 2 teammates basically threw their bodies 3v1, to the wind.
That's the way to do it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Right? Just jump on bomb. That last player has to be drawn out, come the challenge, and Loony with a good first round. 2 kills and a defuse. Look how close he is towards that overdrive, Maven. That would be huge if he gets that early.
I mean, he's going to have it for the next round for sure. We'll see if he decides to use it early. And does he? No. He's actually only running fast hands and dead silence right now. So no afterburner or blast suppressor coming in. He's got to be careful about his boost here. Doesn't want to give away his position.
Looks like had that nade cooked, but decided not to throw, which actually would have been pretty pointless. You see those trophy systems on the ground right there. Classic going to get taken out, but Loony able to pick up that overdrive. Clay picking him up right off of that B bomb site. It's going to be a 1-man advantage for Faze. Make it a 2-man advantage. It's going to be a 3v1.
I believe Clayster, right, working on the ace. He's got the last player down in the water, and that's going to be Slack. Can he pick it up? He'll be taken out from behind. So now all of a sudden, Slack going to be in a 1 versus 2 after he takes out Clay, but he doesn't have a lot of time to work with.
Those players on Faze were really far away from Clay.
Yeah. Now he's going to have time to check it. He's halfway. Can he pick him up? The shot's going to enable, is going to save his life. And if he would have got it, there was, 9 seconds or so when that cut out. I think there should have probably been enough time for Enable to close the gap and get through those. You think, well, he had about 2 seconds, so Enable would have had to cross bridge and get on it. If he got the kill there, I don't know. It would have been really close if he was able to pick it up. He would have had to basically boost across. I think
Slack comes from under the water and goes to the right side of the bridge from where Enable's POV was. Is he able to just jump up and kill that player on bomb real quick?
Potentially. I don't know if it would have been a difference in the actual round, but would have liked to see if he got the kill, if Enable would have been able to scramble and get over. But here it is, 1-1. Again, game 2 went to round 11. This one has all the potential for it as well. Your defender on B is going to be Octane. He's going to have trophies out, thermal up, and he saw one for just a second. They're going to hear that sniper rip off. Not something they want to deal with.
Nope, and actually I checked Loony, and he actually uses his overdrive on this one to push all the way down towards that bridge area, and he's going to get taken out, so not a good use of the overdrive. See Clay going to watch that flank, him and Enable picking up 1 kill each. You see Octane picking up one with the pistol, running that sniper rifle, not able to have an SMG or an AR in his back pocket, and you're going to see Enable bring the bomb all the way to A. I like this call, has the cover by Clay in case they come from, nope, that flank all the way by B, but
unfortunately
look at
for
the play
him,
here by,
it's the other side.
Yeah, unfortunately.
They should be able to catch him. Yep, they saw him cross. Oh, not able to get in yet. They think both are there. So him being kind of, not really out of position, but being on the opposite side here might end up working out for them because they were so worried both players were going to be there that it actually slowed them down.
They probably thought that Clay was playing in that little hut.
Attach is crazy.
No,
Challenges there. Thought he might be able to pick up one from water. Not able to get it done. 1 versus 2. Enable's going to have to play defense. You can see no one stuck the bomb quite yet. Still scrambling around. Still trying to find the last player. And the 1 burst comes in from Octane. Absolutely able to melt Enable out back door. And there's the defuse coming in for Rise.
When they see Enable go out onto that balcony, they probably think that Attach is playing in the hut by those stairs, that if you know, Enable gets challenged, that player's just going to come. Because you saw as soon as Classic put some shots in him, first spot he turned was like those steps by the water. And then Attach just kind of challenged that kind of crazily.
Well, had they wrapped around the back of B, I just...
Attach out of bed.
Sure, but when are you going to really push through and wrap the whole way back around? I mean, if you're waiting on B, you can tell they're not going to play. You got to assume they're going to transition over to A, right?
I think that's kind of where it comes in, that the players probably aren't too practiced on this one.
Yeah, I just would think, I mean, just...
Kind of like
you're going to rotate over to
stuff,
A. Yeah, exactly. That he wouldn't really be picking up a kill on that side of the map, but almost worked out for him as he came through water to pick one up. Now you see an A coming forward. Clayster not able to get a hit marker on anyone. You're going to see Slack die, though, to a grenade pretty much immediately, and able to pick up one as well. It's going to be a 2 versus 4 early on here. And all of a sudden, I take it back. Loony is just going to be by his lonesome in a 1 versus 4.
Yeah, not a good position.
This one's about to be tied up.
Yeah, he's got a VMP with the bomb, just trying to make anything happen. You see the way that Faze is playing this, just rolling as a pack. All 4 players, their arrows pretty much on top, literally on top of each other on the mini-map. And they're all over at B and A.
Well, he's
probably has to feel this is weird. Like, he is not
He's got a free plant today if he wants to plant it. He'll have fun trying to defend it.
Is he going to try and go all the way to B with this? All right, he's not going to be able to take out Clay.
By Clay.
He had the A bomb site wide open. I mean, he could have planted.
I mean, what do you decide to do at that point in 1v4? Get the bomb down and just try your chances, or maybe try to get a couple kills. I mean, I guess you should just why not just plan it? But he didn't think A was open, I'm sure. He
Why would you think A is open? I mean, with 4 players alive, you probably figure they split the bomb sites, keep those responsibilities. You would not expect all 4 players to kind of wrap into your spawn.
All right, well, here we go. Ready to kick off round number 5. Faze going to be on offense. I'm going to go to actually, I changed my mind. I'm going to go to Clayster. He's 6-3, and he's got active camo. Let's see if anyone else.
So do you think he tries to push and get close with active on the B side, or maybe if, looks like they're going up the middle of the map.
Oh, they're flying. They've got trophies.
He's going to go water and go camo.
This should definitely be a guaranteed kill. Should be able to catch one. Nice shots. Almost got turned on for a second there. I thought Octane had a chance to win that gunfight, but they're going to have the sight. But who is this that already got the whole way across? That's going to be Classic, just waiting in water still. But they've decided.
He's waiting for them to wrap towards B.
And they push right through, though.
Yeah, I like that play by Faze to just go straight through the spawn, going all the way over towards A. And I bet you the guys on Rise are starting to realize that they're not coming back towards this B site.
And they've got a couple people in positions that are going to be really difficult to deal with. Clay's set up here to watch this left side from B. It's, how hard it is to kill somebody off of this block. The rest coming through mid, they're going to cut. Now, they haven't actually even worked on a plan. They're just trying to pick up a kill, and that's going to be Enable getting taken out, so their advantage has disappeared already. There's one so close. Finally gets eyes, takes a shot first. He might get turned on here. The player keeps running. How is he still alive? Zooma, just shoot him.
Why wouldn't he turn around and try and challenge? Who is that player?
I don't know, and he's going to end up getting taken out. Was that the same player who was shooting at, or did he get help there? All of a sudden, drops 3-2 Rise Nation. Oh,
that's a huge round. I mean, Faze has that.
I was so distracted by that engagement that I'm not even sure what happened on the other side of the map here. So he did get, it was Classic that came and bailed him out.
I mean, Faze has that man advantage, and they just give it away. And that was the same player because it was Ruin, obviously, you know, Loony running that overdrive. That was him. He was able to just kind of juke him around that rock. And that is a big round right there in favor of Rise.
All right, well, Rise, time for offense here. You've got a 3-2 lead. You don't have a single player that's positive, which is humorous because Clayster's 8-4. They're trailing. No player is positive right now, and that you still have a round lead.
For a first series of it, you know, this league, you've seen a lot of weird stuff in this like first match, right? Just from like
we certainly have
stats department and just some different things we've seen just gameplay wise. We've definitely seen some interesting stuff.
Well, let's see how they decide to attack this one map. They've still got 4 up. They're definitely pushing towards A. Again, you saw
if you are Faze at this point, you have seen nothing towards B. You should just be flooding that A bomb.
I think the swarm's getting ready to come here as they're checking middle, but that's going to be the sniper.
Probably not the best spot to see.
He's able to pick one up. Nice job getting it done with the thermal. He's got Loony pushing in front of him.
I have sat there in numerous pubs where Zooma sat on top of that rock on top of the waterfall. And I will say, standing on the highest point of the map with no cover is not a good idea.
It might work in pubs when you're shooting
no, it doesn't even
people
work
that
there.
are oblivious.
No, it doesn't even work there, yeah.
Here, it's certainly going to be difficult. Enable's able to turn this into a 3-on-3. Just over 20 seconds to go. Bomb has not been planted yet. Only 2 up now. Enable's going to have a big defensive stand here as they come in. There's one. He saw the player on the bomb as well, I believe. Pops the kinetic, and now he's going to fly. There's 2. There's a 3rd with the melee. Oh, attach, you filthy, filthy man. That was unbelievable play there. I'm assuming now it's safe to say he saw him on the bomb. There it is. Dips,
pops
dives,
the kinetic
gets the shots at the RK5, and there's the melee.
That is a perfect time to pop kinetic armor. Like the fact that he challenged the player. I wasn't sure he saw the player on the bomb, but the fact that he challenged the player jumping in before taking out that bomb carrier. So many times players will focus on that bomb planner right away. Attach, able to pick up that 1 kill of the guy diving in. Pops his kinetic, knew there was going to be a guy in the doorway. That is a 3-piece that we will see time and time again. Perfect use of kinetic armor.
That was completely and utterly disgusting. He's got one on the cross. We'll see if Attach can keep it going. As now he's got a streak working as well. He's, what, 350
he's feeling
off
it right
of his
now.
dart? Oh, he definitely is. And we've talked about how good he's been with the sniper. I haven't watched him use it a ton on this map, but we talked about Breach a bit earlier. Is he going to be able to spot one? That player's wrapped the whole way back, and they're just flanking. So who's going to be having to deal with this? The player, I think, is in water right below him. Did he see him for a second? He did. So he's going to look back. He's getting shot through a window. Enable's going to be pressured here from basically every angle. He has no idea where they're coming from. Loony's able to pick up one. He's going to try and challenge. His teammate finds him, but all of a sudden, Enable's by himself, and he's going to get caught.
I feel bad for poor Enable, man. He had no idea which direction to look.
His head was the definition of being on a swivel.
Yeah, he looks left. There's a guy coming through the water. He turns around. There's players pushing his back. I mean, he goes out to challenge a gunfight, doesn't know which way to look either. Just really a tough spot for Enable to fight at him.
And Rise able to take that one after the big clutch by Faze. Attach the round prior. We thought we might get around 11. So first map of the night, we get, what, 2 round 11s and overtime. This is going to be the longest best of 5 of all time.
Christopher Puckett is drinking a fine glass of wine, cheering for round 11.
Oh, he certainly is. And I'm going to text from him and say, ha ha. All right, here we go. Round 8.
Zooma 1-6. Uncharacteristic of that.
Yeah, you know, we talked about
him in S&D. I mean,
talked about how solid he's been, but here we'll see Loony. He's going to pop the overdrive immediately, and messes up his boost slide. He's able to hit it the second time. Get into a strong position here early, and he might be able to catch one off guard. This will probably be traded. Oh, he's able to get one. Does he decide to go in? Nope. I'm in the water. I'm out of here. Don't want to have that traded out.
I like that play, though. Picks up one, now puts all the pressure back on Faze, and as I see that, Clay going to return the favor, even up the odds here at 3 players apiece. And we've seen a lot of action over towards A. I think B has just been so predictable. An underwater battle goes down. Clay able to take out Loony. You got Octane with Vision Pulse. I think if they pick up one more, maybe this is a round you like to see it.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be against that at all. Especially, we talked about it being used today with the multiple floors, just being able to get vision and fly in and pick up those kills. He's waiting right now on the bomb carrier, though, to come and give him some help. So now, what is the angle?
Slacked has active camo as well, so I don't know if you're going to see both of these used, but Slacked is actually going to be able to pick up one here. No, he's actually taken out by Enable. Thought Slacked was going to come around the outside, pick up that player. Definitely not going to use this specialist ability in this one. Looks like Faze should be able to tie this up.
Absolutely save this here. You're in a 1 versus 3. Shots coming from everywhere. Clayster able to pick it up from behind. Clayster having a big game. I think he had, what, 8 kills a couple rounds ago. Let's see what he's gotten his tally up to. I believe he picked up a couple here as well, so he may be looking at double digits with several rounds to go. Clayster, nice shots there, closing out the kill.
It's the same spot we were in Breach, pretty much. 4-4. Went to that round 11. I mean, Faze made a comeback in that one. Zooma getting dangerously close to that overdrive. Anyone else?
Yeah, Clay's already at 12 and 6, dear God.
Yeah, he's crushing. And then you have Clay just picking up active camo. So on the side for
I just want to go through and see
Rise,
who's got what.
You got Classic with Kinetic, and you got Octane with Vision Pulse. Slack's actually using his active right now, and he's actually taken out.
So not able to get anything done with the camo is big. Enable can see he's Vision Pulse. He gets out of dodge immediately. They're in a 2 versus 4. All of a sudden, Enable in a 1 versus 2. Now, do you try to? He's got them bunched up. Oh my God! If he uses Heat Wave here, does he decide to hit it? If he would have, that actually would have been a perfect time with them both flying down those steps. He probably would have been able to clean up those 2 kills.
Rise wins that one, but at the expense of using all of their abilities. They use a Kinetic, they use Vision Pulse, and they use their camo. So they actually had an interesting setup. Octane sets up right behind the B-bomb site. He pops Vision Pulse. Slack pushes the bridge with camo, and then Classic pushed to the middle with Kinetic. And they knew exactly where those players were. Converged on them right away, but now you believe
I'm hopping through everybody real quick. So it's just Enable with Heat Wave.
Okay, so Zooma's getting close to that overdrive as well. Should have it. I mean, if they win this round, or if he kind of waits out the clock a little bit, he'll have it. Be huge if they can force a round 11, and he would have that overdrive.
Well, they're playing very, very aggressive. Loony's going to be able to catch one easily. Comes up behind Zooma, able to grab one. You can see via the X-ray vision that there's a couple players playing towards B, but that is going to be bombed down. Classic's able to get it planted.
First time in a few rounds we've seen it plant as well. Zooma really struggling, Maeve. 1 and 8. I mean, this is the guy who all last year dominated Search and Destroy games.
Well, he's got Moneyman Clayster right now, 14 and 7. He's the one that's really been picking up the slack from Zooma. They've got 25 seconds left on the clock here. Is he going to catch one in water? There he is, able to pick it up. And that'll be a defuse coming in for attach. We'll see if attach. No, there. I was saying, why wouldn't you give it to Clay? He's 15 and 7 on 2 streak. He's got to be close. He still needs 400. I don't think streaks should really come into around 11. Kind of like
if Faze wins this one, Zooma better thank Clay for the rest of the night.
Yeah, Clay's putting on a show right now. Am I staying with him for round 11?
Well, actually, Zooma will spawn in. He'll have overdrive.
All right, yeah, so definitely we'll kick things off with Zooma.
I mean, 1 and 8 right now makes the big play here in round 11.
That's all that matters, right?
That's all that matters. And this whole series is going to be decided by this final round. Round 11, game 5.
Oh, my God, he doesn't have it. Is he a little bit short?
He'll have it.
Give it to him. Give it to him. Give it to him. There it is. All right, now does he decide to use it? There it goes.
Yep.
And we'll
Where
see.
is he going to elect to go? He's going to go straight mid-map.
Straight up top middle. And he's going to cover a lot of ground. You see the trophies coming out to cover him. He's going to get right into their hut. Can he get one right away? No. If he was actually a second later, I think it would have been a bit better.
Probably.
But now he's kind of pinned. No, he does get the assist. His teammates push with him. He's able to grab one. Now, let's go to Clayster. There's one near Tiki, I think, backside. They still have the bond pinned all the way in base. They got forward so well, but a little bit over-aggressive is Clay. You don't have your hero, your leader with you right now.
That's a tough one to lose.
It's going to be a 3-on-3. He has basically as many kills as the rest of his team combined.
And it looks like the guys on Rise going to wrap this bomb all the way back to A. So we've been seeing them do a nice job over towards that A bomb site. They're going really slow. They have no idea where these players of Faze are positioned. And Faze just lumping up on the B site. If you're Rise, you can get this bomb down fast. I like your chances to win this round. Only 30 seconds left.
Let's keep this up.
They got to make a play.
Let's keep this up just to see how they decide to play this. So you're going to see Loony. He's going to. Oh,
they're going to wrap all the way.
Okay, we're going to bring it right to you guys. 20 seconds on the clock. Little they know, all 3 players are set up here. There's the heat wave comes in. Going to get it shut down. Kill gets traded though, as Enable was able to pick up one with it before getting dropped. This should allow Bomb to get down, and he's going to challenge him there. Octane, filthy shots. There's one behind though. All of a sudden, 1v1, round 11, 40 seconds on the clock. Attach versus Slack. Bomb is down.
And Attach trying to push this onto the bomb side. He actually catches Slack, and he's able to win the gunfight. And that is going to give Faze a victory here. Their first league match comes down to a 1v1, round 11. Slack versus Attach. Attach wins the gunfight.
Unbelievable. And what I say in game 2, what I say in game 2, and it was a simple 1v1, but I was like, Attach is great at 1v1. Sees the dawn. It comes down to round 11, game 5.
Slack gets him weak here, man. Attach just with those steady shots, able to win it. Well, I couldn't ask for a better game 1.
Yeah, that
right?
was
couldn't ask
phenomenal.
for a better first match. Unbelievable.
Incredible first series, really, to kick off the COD World League Pro Division here in North America. I know we've already had a full day, really past almost, 24 hours kind of going between Australia and Europe. That is just one of our 4 matches we're going to have on Alpha. Again, we're going to have some matches going on Bravo as well, kind of staggering in between these 4 that Matt and I are going to be bringing you here for our first day.
Look at these stats. They're like, I don't even want to. 11 and 5 out of Attach. 1 and 9.
You just won with a 1 and 9 guy.
Zooma.
Has anyone? I'm sure it's happened, but has anyone ever won with a 1 and 9?
Yes.
I know they have. Well, just think back to that S&D where Krim dropped like 20 in Ghost. I'm sure somebody had to have been.
It was a Classic. I think there was a game during Ghost where Classic went 1 in something and they were able to win. I'm trying to remember. Somebody tweet me. There's definitely a game where we saw somebody go 1 and something and they won the S&D, but he finishes with 250 points total.
That's good. You think you would get those if you just shot random bullets somewhere and hit something, it deflects off, tags a player, you get an assist.
I mean, do just about anything. But
well, you know, let's look at some highlights. 15 and 8
from Clay. Just
Let's take a look at some highlights. We saw some big kills coming in from all these guys.
This was one of the weirder plays we saw.
Oh, that's the end of it when Clayster gets away and he's able to pick it up. I think that was one of the rounds he was able to pick up.
This was unreal. I completely forgot about this play going towards the end. Attach went huge.
So Attach had that 3-piece and won the 1-on-1 in round 11. Attach, you're a stud, bud.
Oh, just a big game 5, and that's where grinding those S&Ds, man, really pays off.
It really just comes under awareness.
By Enable right there at the end.
Yep, he's able to pick up 1. It does get traded, but he gives him a lot of information there. I didn't even see if it hit. That could have hit a second player and really slowed it down.
Octane nails those shots down.
I thought he had it for
I
sure.
thought that was it.
He almost turns on the player there, but it comes down to Attach. Full of confidence, steady shots, just flies around the corner and able to pull up the M8, win that 1-on-1 gunfight. He got hit by Slack there. Little bit of a jump, but able to pull it back down and get control.
I mean, Slack doesn't know, but Attach is pretty close to kinetic armor as well. I don't know if you saw it. I think he actually gets it at the end.
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of waits another 2-3 seconds. He probably has that, runs in there, challenges them. There's no way Slack knows that.
Yeah.
But I like the idea from Slack to challenge it. Just doesn't come out on top in that gunfight. And no Faze, winning our first match ever for the North American Pro Division.
Game 1 in the books. Faze, it was a battle, but you were able to take it. We've got a quick 5-minute break before we hop into our second series of the night, which will be Elevate versus Question.